EA Sports. It's in the game.
It's gonna go quietly some night now.
This is EA Sports, PGA Tour coverage coming up next. It's opening round coverage of the Alberta Classic. Frank, what are we looking at here at the par 4 12, 442 yards?
Players are really focused on that bunker down the left side. That's the one that has to be either laid up, which would be 286 yards off the tee, or sort of worked off. This could very well be a 3-wood off the tee. Just hit it straight at that left bunker. Long and straight.
That's how you do it. Frank, it's always nice to play good golf, but it's somewhere where you realize how fortunate we all are to be able to enjoy God's green earth. I mean, this is just an amazing spot.
Well, I know our game's seasonal, Rich, but it amazes me. This is a whole area completely under snow in the winter. And then, you know, once the sun comes out, the snow starts to thaw out, you're left with this beautiful golf course just in amongst nature. And you can still be competitive with it. So you can be sort of smelling the roses, as we would say, and still testing your own talent.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
So a tester from 4 feet. A birdie will send him to 1 under on the leaderboard. Coverage continues at EA Sports. Let's go out now to our featured golfer at the 13th. As we catch up with today's featured golfer, just been holding steady all day long, Frank.
A solid round of golf. 4 of these will certainly bode well come the end of the week.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot.
Oh,
well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie. See if you can get something going here. 2 straight birdies.
no!
Just a little too much juice on that birdie putt, Frank.
It was bold. Very bold.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. That's costly right there.
Painful.
Makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under for the round. So with that, the score is now at even.
This Alberta shit is fucking hard, dude.
Frank, this par 4 14th hole at about 440 yards will test you all the way up to that green, won't it?
It certainly will. It just looks like you should bash it over those bunkers down the left side, but the green pitches from left to right. So the best access is actually down the right side, coming in from that sort of right line. So don't be fooled here.
Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway. Second shot, good look at the green. Nothing wrong with that one. Only about 15 feet away and a chance for birdie. Boy, he looked like Ben Crenshaw right there. That was smooth and easy, right in the heart. Now to the 15th tee, and Frank, this looks like a fun shot to hit.
It won't play its full yardage because of that elevated tee, but a good one out here. We might see one of those 350, 360 plus yard drives. He's gone for a little extra.
Just pulverized that golf ball.
Huge with a capital H.
Moved it a long ways. What a drive. Just tattooed that. Should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Excellent shot to within 10 feet. Settles in over the putt. Knows it is a 4-round tournament, setting himself up for a good weekend, maybe a great one. The young star makes his birdie. Today's coverage brought to you by EA Sports and the PGA Tour. Today, it's live second-round coverage of the Alberta Classic. Frank, which way is this headed?
Well, judging by his body English, looks like it's heading a little right. There is a bit of green out there, though.
That's well played. Places it about 10 feet out for birdie. Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll.
Frank well off the pace, but the true professionals, they keep digging, trying to get better. Well, again, Frank, we get that good mix of holes here. We've had a couple of par threes, a short par 5, and that opening par 4. Now at the 5th hole, 424-yard par 4.
The first bunker on the right, not really in play for the good players. Just be a little cognizant of that one on the left side, you know, on what club you want to hit off the tee. Ideally, that line is the 3rd bunker, the one in the distance. It's a good line off the tee here.
Officials calling that one around 310 yards. Set now for the second shot, par 4 5th.
Just be aware of where the flag is. If it's cut in that front section, you definitely want to carry the front of the green. The hole is a little more difficult when they start to push that flag in the back left. You can see it narrow up there.
This is a good-looking shot. Terrific golf shot. And now, that for an easy birdie. Now this for birdie came away with par in the previous round. And in for birdie. Frank, as we arrive here at the par 6th hole, reasonably short at 373 yards. A lot of golfers arrive at a hole like this and they'll think, well, I'm just going to blast it away because it's such a short four. You think these kinds of holes require a little more thinking?
They certainly do, Rich. If you can't drive it to the front edge of the green, there's no point really trying to hit it through that narrow net. You can just sort of knock a 3-wood down there, or something that's going to give you a decent yardage where you can at least spin that second shot. If you can guarantee that ball's going to stop when it lands, it's going to be much easier than trying to fashion some sort of pitch and run.
Sit down. Get down.
Oh, this is gone.
Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck?
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Well, you're not going to make that putt all the time, but you'd like to at least get it to the hole.
If he keeps putting like that, he's going to be an announcer in no time.
Frank, you can see by the reaction, it has been that kind of week. Just a few too many pars. Now to the long par 5, 7th hole, 602 yards, Frank. They call it hoodoo.
Yeah, it's nothing for a little muscle man. Bust one up the tee there. Well, actually it is. You're going to need two of your best if you want to reach this par 5 and 2. So, start with a good one.
Looks to be putting everything into this one. Just destroyed it. Wow, Frank, that was an absolute bomb right there.
Yeah, what's longer than long? Because we just saw it.
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. That is classy.
I have a chance of going in.
Made par yesterday. This one for birdie. Just playing excellent golf. 5 under for the tournament. Frank, you like this kind of design feature where you go from the longest hole in the course immediately to the shortest hole.
Certainly, golf giveth and golf taketh away. This is just minimally uphill, just a couple of feet, but you can see from the overview the design of the green. When that flag's on the right, it's a little bit of a longer carry, so just be a little cognizant of that. You don't have to hit it directly at the flag.
You can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated offline. Great too.
Beautiful. Just love the variety here on the front side, Frank, coming off that short par 3 8th. Now we go to another par 5 to round out the side, 501 yards.
And the third par 5. Interesting front 9 here. 3 par 5s, 3 par 3s and 3 par 4s. This one not the longest par 5, but still reachable. This one you have to be a little bit careful though. This is probably the toughest driving hole on the front 9 with regard to par 5s.
Well, that is a really good tee shot right there, Frank.
I think that tipped the 300-yard mark. There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it. Into the thick stuff. That's a difficult lie. He'll need to be strong with this. Coming out of the rough and right up next to the hole. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Don't forget third round coverage coming your way tomorrow on EA Sports. For Frank Nobilo, I'm Rich Lerner, saying so long for now. This is EA Sports coverage of the PGA Tour. Today, it's live third round coverage of the Alberta Classic. Now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up. You can bring it in high. You can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green. Good-looking shot right here. Really in control of this hole. Birdie yesterday and another opportunity on the way. Birdie try again here today. Had a nice birdie on this hole yesterday. That birdie will help, Frank.
Certainly moving him into the top half, that's for sure. And starting to narrow that number down in front.
Now at the sixth hole here at Banff Springs, it's a short par 4, only 373 yards, and the short par 4, Frank, all the rage in golf course architecture these days.
A lot more strategy involved when you've got a hole that you can nearly reach with a tee shot. It's how far back do you leave it, what sort of distance you want that second shot. All those things to compute. Straightforward, a little bit up. Basically, it's what you want for your second shot.
That's an absolute tracer right there. In the fairway, and well over 320 yards. Just an incredible shot. That is a very makeable putt after a great approach. Well played. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus.
might go unnoticed, Rich, but that birdie just sneak inside the top 15.
602-yard par 5 7th hole. Frank, I'm guessing you want to take the big stick out and let it rip here.
Saw Rory McIlroy hit his tee shot here. So far, he had an iron in.
That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
Frank, for players looking to improve their putting, what are some of the training methods they can use?
I think speed is always a good one when you get on the putting green and you just practice trying to putt inside that 3-foot circle, because in the end all sports are the same. You're trying to focus in on the destination where that ball has to be delivered, whether it's tennis inside the court or basketball inside the rim. Putting's no different. As you get further and further away from the hole, then you just make an acceptable size circle that you're trying to putt within. So pace, very important.
Shit.
That one was running so hot. Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in.
Oh, come on.
Rich, that was some shot out of the rough. I really didn't think he could even get that on the green.
Well, just to get it on the green, as you say, I think is a big win.
Fuck.
Came to the putt, excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, little change in the attitude right now. You've let one go. You've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important this one goes in.
Now to hole number 8. It's another par 3 with some water. Frank, only 150 yards. This is the shortest hole in the golf course.
But distance control is still very important here. If you can get the right distance, you could perhaps aim 10 or 15 feet left of the flag. You're only going to have a 10 or 15-foot putt. So just think of that. Water on the right there. Maybe just aim a little further.
Oh, wow.
You can still make birdie.
How did it go way the fuck over there?
Getting set
Fuck
for this next
me,
shot
brother.
from the rough. What does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are, because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
I'm fucking serious right now, dude.
Not enough on that one.
Yeah, it just seemed to baby it.
All right, now another shot from the rough.
Yeah, this time better be better than the one we just saw.
How good was that, Frank, from the rough?
Whatever,
Listen, mate,
dude. That
it's a
shit was
masterclass
terrible.
in short game.
Locked in on the read and the speed. Well, that was a good-looking putt. Just not
Fuck
falling right
you!
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
there. Just a couple of feet. Frank, you know full well this can